to catch big old carp, and we turn them loose. All my fish I turn loose. This is McCook's Mr. Billson. Honored to have you here. You are going to ask me, why should you waste your time watching my fish video? And I would answer it very simply. In the year 2018, this year, I have caught 1,376 fish that I caught and had in hand, and I released. I released them all, but I had 1,376 fish. So I would hope that would give me just a little bit of credibility in making a video and some tips that you might utilize.
You know, and so, just depends on how you wire.
The first tip is the simplest, and it costs $80. That's right. It's a bulb. It's a wireless fish finder. Absolutely. You can fish from today till kingdom come in an empty lake, and you'll never catch a fish. You need to know where the fish are. Once you've located the fish with your fish finder and the depth and the temperature of the water, now it's an even playing field. It's you against the fish. And there's a good chance that you're going to catch fish. And if not, it's your fault. It's not the lake's fault. Absolutely. And a fish finder is worth its weight in gold, and that $80 is more than well spent. Today, and for sure on a day after event, it would be worth its weight in gold when food is very scarce. The second tip I talk about is that 90% of the fish I caught were with a 12-foot cane pole, because I fish the rivers and ponds and sand pits. I don't fish the lakes. Not one fish did I catch from a lake. Keeping that in mind, I use 2 hooks, which is what is legal in the state of Nebraska. That doubles your chances of catching a fish. And I have more than a dozen fish times this year that I caught 2 fish at a time. And that is exciting and fun. And a cane pole, I run an 8-foot line on that, and it did me very well. Absolutely, a cane pole. Now that isn't to say I don't have some ultralights, because my major fish that I go after is bluegill. I said bluegill. Bad numbers like this are worth their weight in gold. Of course, I also have something a little bit heavier if I decide I want to try for catfish. You bet. And the biggest catfish I caught this year was 2.5 pounds, and this same outfit also caught a 6.5 pound carp. Rest assured, it's possible. And I caught a lot of fish. But part of the thing you might want to keep in mind, and number 2 tip, is that the year before I was using monofilament line, and I was losing fish, and I had over a dozen fish break the line. And I was anything but satisfied with it. It was always twisting up, having a lot more trouble than it was worth. Now, rest assured, it costs 3 times as much, maybe 4 times as much, depending on the brand you buy. But I went to braided line. I said I went to braided line. 15-pound test braided line. And since I've done this on all of my poles, I have yet to lose a fish to a line breaking. That means that if you spent the money, you spent the time, and you were lucky enough to get that fish to bite and bring him in, you're not going to lose him because the line broke. And then all you'd have is a fish story that nobody's going to believe without a picture. With that in mind, get some braided line. Spend extra money and have the entertainment of bringing in the big fish when they do bite. My last tip is to always carry a small camera. This is a Canon. Any kind of small camera that can fit in your pocket, that you can get out easy and take a selfie. Of you and your fish. Or you might want to run the tape measure out and take a picture of it that way with you, so that you can get a Master's Anglers Award.